Good morning. It is Saturday, October 19th, something like that. My friend's gonna be here in 10 minutes, but I wanted to do a vlog about like what life is like in Sioux Lookout now that I'm not gonna be living here anymore. This is gonna go live after I've moved away, but there's a fall market today. And I'm gonna get a coffee and a bagel probably, because I haven't eaten anything yet. And I'm just gonna, listen, this is a town that not a lot of stuff happens in. And this is the Sycamore black, tiger grass color correcting treatment with sunscreen in it. I also prepped with sunscreen, but I like this because it helps with how red I get. It makes me feel like I can wear less base makeup, but I want to put together like I can't just do a week of my life because like not enough stuff happens in this town in a week, but I want to put together like a series of days of the stuff that does happen here and kind of what life is like in this town for anybody who may potentially take a job up in Northern Ontario. This is one of the towns that you'd likely end up in. A lot of the jobs here are in health services and flying.
Hi, sorry I should have texted you before I was leaving.
Come on in. I'm almost done.
It's nice and warm in here.
Yeah, my extractor fan in my bathroom isn't working.
Oh,
So it's like humid in here.
Yeah.
I do have the windows open, but I told my landlord about it like 5 times and he says, I'll come look. Yeah. Okay, I'm so sorry. My friend got here like 10 minutes earlier than I was expecting and I didn't get any clips at the fall market, but I'll show you what I got. So I got everything bagels and cheese bagels from one of the baking vendors, and then I got white gravy mix. If you're from the South, you know. I'm gonna do biscuits and gravy someday. And then I was originally only gonna buy one, but I have been, so I'll tag her below and here on the screen. There's this Indigenous jewelry designer up here whose stuff is so good. It's so beautiful. It's so well done. I spent a little bit more money than I was expecting to, but I have been looking at this choker for actually 3 years. I saw it at the Christmas market in 2022. And it's just so beautiful. I just tied it on loosely, but oh my goodness. Okay. I need to go see this in a mirror, actually. Like, that is stunning. Okay, hang on. And like, not only have I been thinking about it for 3 years, I wanted something that would be like, I mean, I'm continuing to work with Indigenous people, so, but I wanted something to like commemorate my time in the North, my time working with the Anishinaabe people so specifically, and my time in Sioux Lookout, and it's just so gorgeous. And then, this isn't as traditional, but I also got a pair of earrings, and they're much bigger than I've been wearing lately, but I used to be such a big earring girl, and then they like big earrings kind of went out of fashion, but oh my god, why can't I get this in? But like, it obviously with a different shirt, like no collar and probably hair up. But are those not gorgeous? Anyways, yeah, definitely spent more than I was intending to, but I am obsessed with the art that Hannah creates. I learned her name today. And I should have bought that necklace last Christmas when I saw it for the second time. Like, I've literally gone to her Instagram page once a month and looked at that choker. So I'm really pleased. And then we went, I'll get better clips of this in the future, but we went to my favorite coffee shop in town, The Hub, and they don't really have food. Red Brick is the other cafe in town, and they sometimes do have food, and they're normally open on Saturdays, but they weren't today. So that's my purchases from the craft fair today. I knew if I went and the choker was there, I was planning on buying it. I had every intention of doing that. The bagels and the earrings, I'd seen the earrings on her Instagram and really admired them. And originally my thought was do one or the other, but my time with access to her work is probably quite limited. So I am really happy with everything I got. And where did my diamond earrings just go? Okay, I'm gonna put my normal studs back in, but I'm home for a little bit, and then tonight I'm going to a friend's place for some movies and just to hang out. So that's that. I'm just gonna do some stuff around the house now. I am about to go in and get my COVID and flu vaccine, but I'm showing you this location because it's also where the dance studio is located. It's in a church, but it's like they also do like the indoor yoga classes are in the basement here. It's kind of like more of a community center. I mean, they still do services and stuff. That's not why I go there, but it's kind of like it's a church and a community center, I guess. So it's, oh, sorry, one second. So they have this peace garden thing out here. And then it's St. Andrew's United, and the main door is right there. But a lot of like town hall events and the dance studios here and stuff like that. And it's right across, oh, they don't have a sign anymore, but it's right across from the grocery store. This is the only grocery store in town. We do also have a Giant Tiger, which has groceries. I do not trust the produce in Giant Tiger, and this is quite a good grocery store. This one right here. It is expensive. Food up here is very expensive, but yeah, we're gonna go in and get my COVID and flu shots. But I wanted to share because sometimes the owner of the dance studio, Ariana, does these like bar ballet fitness classes, and it's like the drills that she uses for her competitive teams to keep them in shape, and they're really good workouts. I really enjoyed them. She doesn't do them very often because she's also, I think she's like a radiology technician, and then she runs the dance studio. But she did them for the whole month of June this year, and I love her classes. So if you're coming here, I would highly recommend. I'll look up what her studio is called and I'll tag it here. I'll put the tag in so you can find them if you happen to be coming here. Next on our Sioux Lookout tour is going to be Pelican Lake Sandwich Shop. In my opinion, this is the best place to get lunch. Not that there's a ton of options. It's like the only locally owned option. The others are Subway and Tim Hortons, and I guess Dairy Queen if you want chicken fingers or a burger or something. But yeah, I think this is the best place to get lunch if you're gonna get lunch.
How many wraps have you made? I have 1, 2, and 2 more PL.
Okay, we're looking a little disheveled because I was just outside, but I am going to, there's a few things happening at the moment. That's just all the time. There's always a few things happening. My hip is sore. My landlord is coming over tomorrow afternoon to take pictures of my apartment to list it for rent. And I'm having my going away party tomorrow night. So I really need to tidy up the apartment, make it look like I'm not moving away imminently. Make it nice for the pictures, make it nice for the party. And I just picked my car up from getting it safetied and it failed. It's safe to drive, it's just not safe to sell, which doesn't make any sense to me. But that's the thing you have to do in Ontario to sell a car. You have to get it safetied. You have to have a checked certificate from a certified mechanic. And the certificate comes from like the Ministry of Transportation or something like that. So my car failed on 2 fronts. The front struts have leaked out, and then the right side rear rocker panel is rusted out, will require body work. So those 2 things means that it failed its safety inspection. And once again, we have encountered one of the shitty things about living in this town so far away from everything is there's nobody here who does body work. So there's like the mechanics of your car, and then there's like the, you know, the metal and plastic that surrounds you and holds it all together. And that's the body. So there are mechanics in town, but there aren't any people who do body work. So I'm gonna text B, who is Dee's daughter. Dee, have both been my colleagues, but Dee is most recently like my immediate teammate colleague, and Dee was the one who was interested in buying it. So, and B is Dee's daughter. So I'm gonna text B because Dee doesn't have a cell phone, and let her know that we need to talk. I did call my dad, so I didn't find this out just whenever I went to go pick it up. I did call my dad after the garage called me and was like, hey, this sucks. So, yeah. There is the option to sell it without a safety. It would be for a lot less money. Or, because it is still safe to drive, we drive it back to my parents' house, and my brother fixes the bodywork, and then we get the struts done at a garage there and the safety done at a garage there. But tonight's focus is I want to clean up like my office. Well, first we have to feed the cat. That's why he's meowing. Feed the cat, and then I want to get my office room clean, but just make it look like, you know, the bedroom's a bedroom and an office and not a war zone. I'm so annoyed. I didn't film. I just cleaned this whole thing. I just shoved the big box under there, and then hopefully my desk chair will cover it. And then I think this closet is full. This closet is full. This is where I'm putting everything I've packed. And this closet is full. But we're gonna vacuum in here, and then this room is done. Ready for if anybody needs to crash tomorrow night. It's presentable for pictures. I might put a couple hangers, maybe a jacket or something on that to kind of stage it. I might put the TV box back in the cupboard. And then I already took the curtains down in here, so I think I'll just leave it like that. But there are curtains that came in this room, so I just wanted to wash them before I put them up because they're so dusty from being in my laundry cupboard. Sorry for the jump scare. It's 9 o'clock. I've been up for about an hour. It's Saturday. And I've done my physio. I have stripped my bed, and I have my sheets in the wash. And I have some stuff I want to get rid of but don't care if I make any money on out at the curb for curbside swab. which is a thing this town does. I'm just making my breakfast. I'm in that phase of like awkwardly trying to finish things up. Like last night for dinner, I ate some frozen french fries that I had left and some frozen taquitos that I had left. You know, I'm sure full of nutrients and so healthy. But this morning I'm making like, I don't know, breakfast taco, breakfast burrito. I don't have any meat for it or avocado. It's just gonna be like eggs, cheese, and salsa. But I really wanted to have a lie-in, but that will be a tomorrow thing because like I said last night, my landlord is coming at 1 to photograph the apartment to put it up for rent. And I am finally down to 1 tortilla. No frills. Maybe I should call a food bank and see if they can keep them. And I'm using enchilada sauce instead of chunky salsa because I'm gonna save the salsa for the nachos tonight. Made my pico. It's 11:24. My landlord's gonna be here in an hour and a half. So I think I was gonna go ahead and make the spicy edamame dip that I'm gonna have. But I think I'm going to do my dishes, do my ironing, make my bed, wash my floors. And yeah, maybe do the cookies first, and then while the cookies are baking, I can do the spicy dip. I think that's a good plan. So I'm gonna check on my dryer, and then if it's done, make the bed, do the dishes, do the ironing. And then once the dishes are done, I can clean the counters. Okay, break. Okay, well, my landlord didn't end up coming until like 2:10, which is fine, but it did mean that I rushed for no reason. I'm making lunch now. I'm making a grilled cheese, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and the edamame is still frozen. I probably should have put it out on the counter to thaw instead of putting it in the fridge, but it's still frozen. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and grate my cheese, and I need to look at the recipe. I also realized I don't have any sour cream or Greek yogurt. The nachos will be fine without sour cream or Greek yogurt. I really don't want to go buy any, and I'm not supposed to be driving. So I'm gonna grate the cheese. I'm gonna cut up my lime into wedges and chop a jalapeno so people can add more if they want. My pico is made. My beans are soaking. My meat is thawed. And then I just need to figure out if I want to do it so people can like top their own and then stick them in the oven, or if we're going to do it where I'm just going to make one with meat, one without meat, and then people can serve themselves. I don't know. My friend Reese is going to be here at 6:30-ish. He's going to come straight from work, and he might be able to help me make some of these decisions. Because it doesn't take that long to actually like put together. So yeah, I don't know. But let's do a little prep while my mac and cheese, grilled cheese cooks. It is such a dull day. I'm sure the lighting is absolutely crazy because it's 4 o'clock. And I've already got lamps on, but it's just been so dull today. Anyways, I ran out to the grocery store. I broke the rules. I'm not supposed to be driving. I break the rules all the time. I drive myself to physio. I'm probably driving like twice a week, which is twice a week more than I'm supposed to be. Anyways, I realized I threw away my kale this morning because it was rotting. And it was making my fridge smell bad that I just cleaned, forgetting that kale, the edamame dip that I was making, the Farm Boy dupe dip that I was gonna make, is a edamame kale dip. And then I had these chopped up veggies that you watched me chop up and no dip, and chips and no dip, and crackers with nothing to put on them. So I ran out and I got sour cream and a dip. So right now I'm making the cookies. I was an idiot and didn't leave the recipe open, so it took me a little while to find it. And I don't have cardamom. These are a dark chocolate cardamom cookie, but I'm going to use cinnamon and ginger. I had to make brown butter for these cookies, so I'm just waiting for the butter to cool a little bit. Thought I'd chat, and I need to get these cookies done. And I just washed my cutting board. So one of the things with, I really appreciate all the friends that I've made in this town. One of the things with this group of friends though is everybody's got an allergy. I swear to everybody has an allergy. So a lot of them are gluten-free. So I'm making the cookies gluten-free, which is challenging for me because my kitchen is full of gluten. And then I already talked to you about the girl with the lime allergy. So I just washed that's why I cut the lime last whenever I was chopping up my veggies. So I just wash my cutting board before I chop up the chocolate. And then once the cookies are done, then I'm gonna sit with an ice pack, because if I'm gonna be honest, I'm already sore and that's scaring me. And then get in the shower and do my hair and my makeup, and then start making the beans and the meat for the nachos. Okay, my friends all just left. I ended up braiding my hair halfway through the night because I got so hot. But I need to show you the carnage. So one of my friends works at the liquor store, part-time, like evenings and weekends really. And I got him to bring me a box so that I can pack up all that stuff. It's actually not that bad now that I'm seeing it kind of through the camera, but I'm going to put on my pajamas and we're going to clean up most of it tonight. Oh, a little smudge. And I need to drink some water so I can feel a headache coming, but we're going to clean up and I'm going to put on a YouTube video while I clean up. I'm going to go ahead and pack up my alcohol in that box, and then we're going to go to bed. The cat. Look at him. So I just am doing a little bit of driving I need to get the tires torqued on my car before I hit the road to leave town, but this is the closest provincial park to Sioux Lookout. It's like just about 20 kilometers from the edge of town, and it's not as like organized as most provincial parks. Like you can just kind of walk in and not pay anything. So, and then like it's technically privately owned land, not crown land. So if you want to camp here, you need to call. You can't book online. But it's closed for the season, so we can't go in. But this is the closest provincial park. If you're ever here, you'll see it as you drive down the highway on your way to Sioux Lookout. And then I would have loved to have included more of the nature of Sioux Lookout, because that's why people live here. People live in the Northwest to go hiking, to spend time outside, to skidoo, I think they call it sledding. This is my favorite coffee shop. This is the hub. But I'm just not currently able to do that kind of activity, so instead I took you for a little bit of a drive down Main Street and showed you kind of my life in Sioux Lookout. Sadly, not sadly, the northern store is not open anymore, but we have a post office, we have 2 coffee shops, but overall I think I am really grateful for my time in Sioux Lookout. It's been complicated for sure. I really enjoyed the work that I did and the people that I worked with and the friends that I made, but it's a really hard place to live when you're really far away from family. I found it really difficult to get to an international airport, which, given that my grandparents and all my cousins live in the UK and Ireland, I found that really hard. It's really hard to get anything. If you like dressing nice, people look at you weird when you put effort into your appearance. It's a hard place to live in. I don't think there's any denying that. You're 4.5 hours from Thunder Bay, you're 5 hours from Winnipeg driving. It's flights out are $700 plus. It's just kind of a hard town to live in, but the summers up here, oh my god, they are incredible. And the beaches and the access to nature is supreme. You will never find anywhere better for access to nature if that's what you're looking for.